have the fugitives.
You got my reward?
Yes.
Then I got your fugitives.
Congratulations. You're about to become a very rich.
Son of a bitch. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, and today we are going to watch episode 9 of Firefly, Ariel. This is another fan favorite, I'm guessing. I'm gathering from the comments. And, yeah. And War Stories is next, which is another one I've heard people say is their favorite, or ranks up there. So we're in this triad of great episodes of Firefly right now, and I'm here for it, as they say. So let's get started. This looks like it's going to be a little bit about her getting hunted down, River getting hunted down, finally.
River, you have to eat.
What? Smells like crotch.
Jayne?
Oh, it does.
We can just go to the park or something. Feed the pigeons.
Sure. Feed the pigeons. Probably get the firing squad for littering.
It's a core planet. It's spotless. It's got sensors, and where there ain't sensors, there's feds. All central planets are the same.
Could you please tell my wife the fun she's missing out on?
Ariel's quite a nice place, actually. There are some beautiful museums, not to mention some of the finest restaurants in the core.
But not boring like she made it sound. There's
Hiking.
Yeah?
And you can go swimming in a bioluminescent lake.
I don't care if it's got sunsets 24 hours a day. I ain't setting foot on that planet.
No one is setting foot on that fancy rock. I don't want anyone leaving the ship. But think of it, I don't want anyone looking out the windows or talking loud. Here to drop off an hour, that's it.
What's the point of coming to the core if I can't even step off the boat?
You could have got off with Shepherd Book at the Bathgate Abbey. Could have been meditating on the wonders of your rock garden by now.
Beats just sitting.
It is just sitting. Big stop just to renew your license to companion. Can I use companion as a verb?
All companions are required to undergo a physical examination once a year.
Would you not do that while we're ever?
So 2 days in a hospital?
Don't you just hate doctors?
Hey, I mean, present company excluded.
Let's not be excluding people. That'd be rude.
River, no.
Bleeding.
That's deep.
He okay?
River.
He looks better in red.
Holy.
I'm sorry about this. I don't know.
Shut it. I ain't talking to you. She gotta go. Both of them gotta go. Ariel's as good a place as any to leave them. Might even pick us up a reward for our trouble.
No one's getting left.
She belongs in a bug house. You don't pitch her off this boat right now, I swear to you.
What? What do you swear, Jayne?
Next time little sister gets in a murdering mood, might be you she comes calling on. Maybe Kaylee. Or Anara.
This is my boat. They're part of my crew. No one's getting left. Best you get used to that.
You owe me a shirt.
She's to stay confined to a room at all times. No exceptions. Take her to the kitchen, infirmary, whatever. You ask me first, understand?
I do.
When I took you and your sister in, the deal was you keep her in check. You can't hold up your end. We're gonna have to revisit the deal. She's getting worse, isn't she?
Yes.
Huh. Well, it's a wild turn of events.
Bright side. Maybe you'll meet a young, handsome doctor. He'll ask you out. What's the companion policy on dating?
It's complicated.
Well, that figures.
Stay out of trouble.
You too.
Kaylee's always swooning over the idea of being a companion.
My papa always said, anyone who can't find work ain't looking hard enough. We ain't even looking at all.
You can stop looking. There's a client. Me. I have a job for you.
You've got a job for us?
One that'll pay for itself 10 times over.
Oh, forget it, we ain't that desperate.
Do you know what this is? It's a common immune booster called isoprovolin. Street value for a dosage this size, 50 platinum. Propoxin, maybe 80. Hydrazepam, 200. And all of these are just from the med kit I had with me when I came on board. At a hospital like the one in Ariel City, they'll have shelves of that stuff. Whatever the take, it's more than enough payment for what I have in mind.
So the med vault isn't the job?
That's the payment. I tell you how to get in, get out, and what's worth taking. If you help me get River into the hospital's diagnostic ward.
What's in the diagnostic ward?
A 3D neuroimager. If I can get River in there, I might be able to figure out what they did to her at the academy.
So we get you and your sister into the whatcha thing, and you tell us how to clean out the hospital.
Don't the hospital need that medicine?
Government-run facility. It'd be restocked in a matter of hours.
She's right. They'll never miss it.
Plus, folks on the rim sure could use it.
You know, it's all very sweet, stealing from the rich, selling to the poor, but you're talking about breaking into a highly secure Alliance facility. How do you plan on getting around security?
Well, it's not easy, but it can be done.
I like the way they're sort of automatically
Like all
considering it.
4 hospitals, St. Lucy's has its own dedicated security force. Now, every floor, every doorway is equipped with sensors, and at all points of entry, patient item scans. However, once clear of those checkpoints, movement within the facility itself should be relatively unhindered. Now, the standard layout should put the med vault somewhere
Go back to the ident scans. You and your sister are tagged fugitives. How do you figure we're gonna get you in the building?
through the front door. Believe me, Captain, getting the 2 of us in is going to be easy. The rest of you, that is going to be the real trick. We'll need to procure a few items off ship. I've made a list. Now, given my status as a fugitive, someone else will have to... We have some volunteers. Good. Only official vehicles are allowed in, so we'll need one. Now, obviously, we can't steal what we need. Any illegal activity in the planning stages could end this thing before it starts. St. Lucy's Hospital contracts with a local municipal dump yard for all its large disposals.
First time on the Corps. What do I get to do? Dig through trash. Couldn't he send me shopping at the triplex or... Oh, synchronizers.
Big hospitals mean big waste, so we shouldn't have any trouble finding what we're looking for. We'll have to look like we belong. All we have to do is slip a couple of bills into the right hands. That gets us uniforms, ID badges, and key cards. A little creative forgery, and we've got ourselves a working alias.
Not responding, and we couldn't bring him back.
They were cyanotic.
They were cyanotic and not responding. Unresponsive. Cyanotic.
Which methods did you use?
We tried pulmonary stimulators and cardiac... Infusers. Pulmonary stimulators and cardiac infusers.
What about cortical electrodes?
Oh. We forgot them.
It is funny how they're all in on this kind of immediately.
System dilapidated. Dilated. Sing more sound to the amount shiny.
Dilapidated.
Resuscitated. And despite our best efforts, they kicked. Response.
Hell, I don't know. If I wanted schooling, I'd have gone to school.
That's funny. Jayne's frustrated with
amazing.
having to memorize something.
You two did an incredible job.
And now, for the finishing touch.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're ready to save some lives.
Now we need a couple of patients.
Corpses, actually. For this to work, River and I will have to be dead.
I'm starting to like this plan.
We're going to be asleep. Captain Reynolds and the others will have to pretend we're dead to sneak us into the hospital. You understand?
You're going to suspend cerebral, cardiac, and pulmonary activity in order to induce a protocomatose state.
That's right.
I don't want to do it.
I know.
I don't want to go to that place. I don't want to die.
No one is going to die. It's okay. The others will take care of us while we're asleep, and when we get back... No. Shh, River. This could be what we've been hoping for.
We gotta get you to quit stabbing people, River.
I'll be able to make the nightmares go away.
Doc did good coming up with that job. Don't mean I like him any better. Maybe I'll give him a tattoo while he's out.
You let him do his thing, and then you get him out. No messing with him for laughs.
Don't worry about me. As long as I get paid, I'm happy. Applied cortical electrodes, unable to get a neural response.
What do you got?
Got a couple DOAs by the time we got
Take
there.
him down to the morgue.
We applied the cortical electrodes, but we're unable to get a neural reaction from either patient.
He wanted to say his damn line. Awfully suspicious.
Should bring them out of it in a few minutes. Once they're up, get them to the imaging suite, let Simon do his thing, and haul it back to the rendezvous. 50 minutes.
Got it. I'll just sit right here.
Jayne. What you doing, Jayne?
You have the fugitives.
You got my reward?
Yes.
Then I got your fugitives.
Congratulations. You're about to become a very
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Caught for hurricane.
Jesus. What the hell's the matter with you?
The after effects of the drugs. I'll be fine. Just give me a second.
Your sister seems okay. We gotta get dressed. We gotta move.
2 lefts, 2 rights, and we're there. You see anyone smile?
I don't think anybody smiles in hospitals.
Of course they do. It's a core. Everyone's rich and happy here. Why wouldn't they smile?
Excuse me. Hi. Where are you taking those bodies?
Just downstairs to the morgue.
Downstairs is that way.
I've gotten turned around.
Let me see your badge.
This is the recovery ward. This is where patients come to get better.
Going to die.
No one is going to die.
He is.
No, he's not. That man standing next to him is his doctor.
He's not going to help him, right?
Remember, the doctors here are the best in the system.
You have to help him.
River, we don't have time.
He's killing him!
Code blue! Stay here. Don't. What do we have? 42-year-old double bypass post-op. Prognosis was positive.
We have flatline.
We've got to crack it. We're not cracking a post-op. Clear. Clear. He's going tacky, but his heart's beating. He's okay. Explain to me how you justify administering a vasoconstrictor to this patient. Alprazoline is a painkiller, not a vasoconstrictor. Unless you combine it with dilavtin, which any first year should know is the standard prep medicine your patient was taking before his surgery. Your patient should be dead.
No one doesn't think he's a real doctor in there.
You see this badge? It says doctor. I say walk, you walk.
Yeah, but where are we going?
When your supervisor hears about the rude and disrespect... Clear.
Fuck, man. I can't. Now Jayne's undermining the whole thing. I don't like this. I thought we were a family working together.
Must have been D-Mags.
There you go. She's gonna have a freak out. Flashback, PTSD. Whoa, that's trippy.
They opened up her skull. That's a scalpel scar. They opened up her skull and they cut into her brain.
Is Jayne gonna start feeling bad?
The only reason to make an incision in someone's brain is to lobotomize them to go in and remove damaged tissue. Why anyone would cut into a healthy brain is they did it over and over. They stripped her amygdala. It's like a filter in your brain that keeps your feelings in check. She feels everything. She can't not.
Well, that's fascinating. Let's get moving.
We still have 20 minutes.
Wrong. Plan changed when you were out. We're meeting out the back way in 5.
Well, I could use another couple minutes. I'm sure if we get in touch with Captain Reynolds...
Captain gave his orders. We play it by the book.
It's okay.
Get her in the chair. Let's go.
No, they come out of the bike. They come when you call. Your toes are in the sand.
And your head's up your...
Hey! Back off.
You just make sure she keeps her mouth shut.
You should have let me know when the plan changed.
I told you when you needed to know. Be griping about. You got what you came for.
Is that because he's tried to save them now after he sold them out?
No, I can't go back. I don't want to go back.
It's okay, we're just going back to the ship.
Federal marshals, don't move. River and Simon Tam, by the authority of the Union of Allied Planets, you are hereby bound by law.
Fuck.
Take them to processing.
You gonna take me away for questioning now? How you gonna play it?
You're under arrest for aiding and abetting federal fugitives. Better get a lawyer.
You kidding, right? Where's my rotten money?
For apprehending the 3 fugitives, I expect I'll be getting it soon.
God damn it, Jayne. Fuckhead.
How much did we get?
Keeps flying.
Can we fly somewhere with a beach?
Maybe a naked beach?
Oh. Cut it out. Job's not done till we're back on Serenity.
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean to enjoy the moment.
Where are the others?
If those officers hadn't been armed, I think you'd have had a chance.
Not like I was trying to mount a rescue.
Still, I appreciate you trying.
You know what I'd appreciate? You stop flapping that pretty mouth at me. I'm trying to figure a way out of here. I can't do it with you yammering.
They took Christmas away. Came downstairs for the shiny presents. They took the tree and stockings. Nothing left but coal.
Would you shut her up?
Don't look in the closet either. It's greedy.
Oh, it's about him.
It's not in the spirit of the holiday.
You shut the hell up right now, or so help me, I will shut you up.
I wonder if that's about his past.
10 minutes past rendezvous.
Something's happened.
Find out if there's any kind of security alert in the hospital.
Hang on.
Could be they're just late.
Not this late. Jayne would have sent up a flag.
I am getting some weird chatter from the official 262. They're talking about ducks.
Code.
Fed's got him. Find me a way into that security substation.
Wait a minute. You don't even know for sure if they're in there.
Gonna find out. Check.
You're just gonna walk in through the front door?
No. You're gonna find me a way around back.
Get up.
What's going to happen to us?
I said, get up.
Agent McGinnis, I'm certain you're working under a superior who's keeping close tabs on this case. I'm certain of that because important people don't do field work. I'm also quite certain your superior wants me and my sister alive. Now, I'm not going to move from this spot until one of two things happens. You answer my very simple question, or you shoot me.
We're transferring you to a holding area until you can be retrieved.
Retrieved? By whom?
People who want you alive. People, not me. Take them.
Wash, we could use a little direction here.
Working on it. Kaylee, what do you got?
Tell them to hang a left when they reach cryo. They'll see a door.
Go through that door and down to green level.
This is exactly what I didn't want. I wanted simple. I wanted in and out. I wanted easy money.
Things always get a little more complicated, don't they, sir?
Just once, I'd like things to go according to the grand plan.
I like when Zoe calls him sir. Had a kind of poetry to it, sir.
I think the reinforcements just arrived.
What are you doing? Going out the way we came in.
There are at least 4 armed feds out there.
6, I know.
We run.
You got no idea where that goes.
We'll find our way.
I ain't chancing that. I can handle the feds.
Doesn't matter. They're here.
God, she's creepy looking.
Gentlemen,
When she wants to be.
prisoners will be out in a minute. Let me get the paperwork together for you. It'll mean much.
Hands of blue.
Men were tight-lipped. The girl was just spewing gibberish. We got it all down.
You spoke to the prisoners.
There was no interrogation, if that's what you mean.
Did your men also speak with them?
Much as they had to.
Holy shit. Oh, wow. What the fuck?
What the hell is that?
Jayne cannot handle those two guys. If they've got one of those.
2 by 2. Hands. 1 by 2.
You better go with them, Jayne.
Where the hell's she going?
Must be some sort of exit this way.
I don't see no exit.
Dead. This one's alive.
I got no intention of running around like a rat in a maze till we're dead. And we're going back.
Almost there.
Why doesn't that thing affect them?
There.
Where the hell is she going?
Hell, high-tech alliance crap.
Oh, hey there, Nara. How's your checkup?
Same as last year. What's going on here?
Oh, well, let's see. We killed Simon and River, stole a bunch of medicine, and now the Cap and Zoe are off springing the others got snatched by the feds.
She's so fucking funny.
Take us out of the world, quick as you can.
We'll be out of Atmo in 5 minutes.
How was your thing?
As advertised, lots of needles and cold exam tables. I heard you had some excitement.
Oh, nothing much. Lots of running around, a little gunplay. A couple needles.
Next time we come to the core, I'm standing with the preacher.
Oh, you hadn't come, you wouldn't be getting your big payday. You get what you needed?
I have the information I downloaded off the imagery. I just have to go over it. I'm hopeful. He was amazing. I can't even begin to tell you. We wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for him. Thank you.
He's gonna feel guilty.
I think I might cry. Jayne, help me with the cargo. Everyone, make yourselves useful. You got jobs, go do them.
It's gotta be our best take ever.
Well, Doc had a good notion.
Is it gonna come out that he did that?
What are you buying with your cut?
Yeah, Mal don't. Can't pull the wool over Mal's eyes.
Hey! The hell are you doing?
Job's done. Figured it was time for a little chat. Seems to me we had a solid plan. But what I can't figure out is what you were doing around the back exit.
I couldn't go out the front. I had to improvise. Open the damn door.
You called the feds.
What? I got pinched.
Which is what happens when you call the feds.
I would never do that, my hand to God. May he strike me down as I'm standing here.
Well, you won't be standing there long. The minute we break Atmo, you'll be a lot thinner once you get sucked out that hole.
That ain't no way for a man to die. You want to kill me? Shoot me. Just let me in.
You know, I hear tell they used to keel haul traders back in the day. I don't have a keel to haul you on, so.
I'm sorry, all right?
Sorry for what, Jayne? I thought you'd never do such a thing.
Money was too good. I got stupid. I'm sorry, okay? Be reasonable. What are you taking it so personal for? It ain't like I ratted you out to the feds.
Oh, but you did. You turn on any of my crew, you turn on me. But since that's a concept you can't seem to wrap your head around, then you got no place here. You did it to me, Jayne.
What are you gonna tell the others?
About what?
About why I'm dead?
I hadn't thought about it.
Make something up. Don't tell them what I did.
Next time you decide to stab me in the back,
Have the guts to do it to my face. Can I come in?
Hi.
Wow. He's gonna sit in jail for a little bit. He probably learned its lesson, though. You can't turn anyone over to the feds because you can't trust the feds. They'll just arrest you.
I brought some medicine. Do you remember why we went to the hospital?
Time to go to sleep again.
No, Mimi. It's time to wake up.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, that'll be cool if they make her get better. I'd like to see her, you know, actually speak some lines that don't sound like crazy nonsense. Yeah, so I wonder when she was saying that stuff about Christmas and going down and getting coal instead, just because of the way Jayne was reacting, like, shut up, shut up. I wonder if it was she was revealing something about his childhood or something like that. Because Lord knows Jayne probably had some kind of abusive, shitty childhood, we would think. But what was that other thing she said? You got your treasure in the sand. Come out of the bike when you yell or something like that. That doesn't... I don't know what any of that meant, I guess. But that was interesting. I mean, I was kind of bummed that they made Jayne be a traitor like that. Just when we're starting to kind of like him. But they motivated it by having her slice his chest, which then makes it kind of like, you know, he already was on the fence with those guys, at the very least. And then she cuts his chest open, so that gives him a motivation to kind of say, all right, fuck these two. Really, it was happenstance that the feds kind of reneged on their deal with him But that should definitely kind of teach him a lesson about ever doing that again, and never ever trying to like make a deal with the feds again, because obviously they're more untrustworthy than your crazy crew. And then, you know, with they had Simon praising him and him feeling bad about that. I guess that was the good thing. And then he says, you know, don't tell him the truth. And that's when Mal was like, all right, I know that he's learned his lesson, I guess. Anyway, that was a super good episode. I don't know if I like it better than Out of Gas, but I guess in a way, really, I feel like you gotta probably see the whole thing before you can then look back and put these things in context. Because I could see how this episode, I think it was a great episode, don't get me wrong, but I could see how this episode could, in the future, depending on what they do with the story, this episode could raise in its relevance in the future. If you know, took the course where, for example, there was some stuff with Jayne and River that happened in the future that kind of was contingent on this situation, or like if Jayne had another opportunity that he then passed up, and it made this episode kind of more valuable or important in its... So whatever. This one left a bad taste in my mouth, kind of, because of I didn't like Jayne fucking them over like that. But besides that, it was a great episode. It was cool, it was interesting, and it was... It furthers. We got the feds in there again. Those Hands of Blue dudes came in. We saw that they had that crazy weapon. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff in this episode. And Simon came up with this cool plan. Now they got a ton of medicine and stuff. And I know also War Stories, the next one is one that a lot of people say is their favorite too. So that'll be interesting to watch. But so far, this one, I definitely still think Our Mrs. Reynolds ranks right up there. This, Out of Gas, and Our Mrs. Reynolds are probably the top 3 in my view. I would have to say, at this point, just off the top of my head, Out of Gas. Yeah, I'd have to say Out of Gas, Our Mrs. Reynolds, and then Ariel. But like I say, this is all going to change. Maybe I'll make a ranking of all the episodes in the order that I think is the best, and then alter it as it goes along for the rest of the season. That'd be a good idea. Damn it. Can't believe we're almost done with this, actually. Can't believe it's only 5 left. Alright, well, that was great. Thanks a lot. Like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you next time. Bye.